Hello everyone. My name is Pitam Paul, and welcome to another video of my YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, then let me tell you guys that in this channel we used to talk about foreign study programs, then tutorials on software programming, and so on. So here, this is another video of the playlist foreign studies, and here this is she is my guest Sukanya Nag. She is from my college, and she passed out this year from the Computer Science and Engineering department, and recently she got the master's admission in Northeastern University in the Department of Computer Science. So let's talk with her, and let's explore her journey. So stay with this podcast or video, whatever you can say, and do watch this video till the end if you want to know her journey, if you want to know how the students actually really select the courses, select the universities in USA for the masters. So stay with us and watch minutely. Yeah. So Sukanya, thank you so much for coming to my channel and have some time for the video. So yeah,
Hello, hi.
yeah. So let's start then. Let's talk about your school journey and just where are you from and all. So let's talk about that. And after that, we will talk about the main thing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. So I am from Holy Cross, Agartala. That is where I did my schooling, right from the kindergarten till my 12th. So it's actually ICSE board. So like ICSE, ISE, both I did from Holy Cross School. So on during my 10th, I had ICSE, I had 92.6 percentage, and after by ISC, I had 91.5 percentage. So after which I gave JE, then a few more exams. I actually wanted to do physics or chemistry honors initially. I did not have any plans for engineering, but then after JE and counseling, I got into CSE at NIT Agartala. So I thought that, okay, fine, this is going to be the best option for me. So I just went ahead with that. Even as a matter of fact, even during my 11th and 12th, I did not have computer science as a subject. I had biology because my father, he wanted me to do medical, but I really did not want to do. But okay, so anyway, I took medical, bio. So anyway, so I got into NIT Agartala with CS. So
Yeah, that's true. And many Holy Cross students, which I have seen that took the computer science or IP, I guess that subject is used to call it. So that subject
yeah,
they took, if they means you have some pre-planning to go to computer science or engineering
yeah,
domains.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So after that, you got the NIT Agartala CSC department. So as we all know that the pandemic issue, you guys have done 2 years of online classes. So
yes.
yeah, so how that thing has means you have gone through, and what are the things you have done during these 2 years, and apparently this 4 years of journey, how did you set up your profile? Because as I know that you always means you wanted to go for further studies, you have told me that. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that when did you decide, during your college, when did you decide, and what are the things you have planned so that you could set up a good profile for those US universities? Please talk about, tell us about that. Yeah.
Okay, so I had this slight interest towards study abroad thing always. Even before I got into college, I always had this thing in the back of my mind that, okay, maybe someday I'll study in some country outside India. But I really did not do anything much about it. So anyway, after coming to college during my first year and second year, I used to do like slight research on this stuff at times, like what all exams I need to give and all of that. But like I never thought that, okay, maybe I will actually do that after my final year. Probably I'll just get a job and maybe after that I'll think about it. So during the lockdown, actually, that was everyone was kind of going through like so much change. Like people were like getting their skills upgraded and so much. So I thought that okay, fine, okay, fine. I should like probably start preparing for placements too. And then I realized that I actually did not want to start working immediately after I graduated. So I thought that okay, maybe I'll just go ahead with the study abroad thing again. So just let me go through it and let's check okay if it's actually a good plan. So I talked to my parents and they were completely on board. They were like, okay, fine, whatever you want to do, we are going to support you either way. So I kind of it was around fifth end of fifth or sixth end of fifth semester I decided that I actually want to do MS abroad. So that time I thought that since before the application started, so the application start around September or October. So I had like 7 months in hand before I could actually make my profile better. So I thought that okay, I need to work on my not just skills, basic skills. I need to actually work on probably a lot of good projects, internships, then research papers. So I talked to Shuman sir from our department. Is one of the best. So I talked to him. I told him like this is my plan. I want to work on something, and his domain is AI and ML. So this is something I am kind of interested in. So that's why I went to him, and he said that okay, I am working with something. You can work under me in these projects and research publications. He'll help with that. So I started working on a project with him. This actually like went for a long period of time. In fact, the project just got over last month after we graduated. So then yes, this is one project I did with him. So this is a major factor which helped make my profile. Then I did another project at a college. This was with the ECA department actually. We had this
Under?
under Mitra Varun sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please continue. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was another small project. So it was actually an Android development like project. So
Okay.
I worked in that project for like 1 month, 1 or 2 months. So then after that, these are my project works which I did. Then comes internship. So there are two internships which I did. So my main focus was that I needed to do a research internship because for the MS applications, a research internship would help more than an industrial internship would. So I was looking for research internship. So this company, Automotive Research Association of India, it came to IIT Agartala for internship. So through the placement cell itself, I got this internship. So it was this computer vision internship. I worked on this object detection models for self-driven cars. So since it was once again under the ML domain, it helped my profile. So all of them, all my projects, not the Android development one though, but yeah, that other project which Shuman said, then my research internship and the research papers which I'll mention. So all of them were under the same domain. So all it kind of helped my application because the professors there, they actually saw that okay, whatever I did, it was under the same domain. So I was actually interested in this ML or AI thing, and not I was not just like bluffing that okay, I just a random thing that I just mentioned just to get into the college. The people like they actually saw that I actually worked here. So anyway, so after that in research internship, I worked during the summer for 3 months. It was a 3 month research internship. So that actually helped me upgrade my skills a lot. I developed the skills for convolutional neural networks. I read a lot about deep learning. So that has been very helpful. And then yes, under Shuman sir, I at the time of submitting my applications, I was working on two research papers. So both of them, they got published now. They got published 2 months or 3 months back, but at that time it was just accepted. So one got published at Springer, and another got published at IEEE Explore. So both of them were under machine learning domain. So these two, so basically this was my profile, these two research papers. Right now I have three. It has not been published yet, but
Soon it would be
is,
published and you will have 3.
yeah, but yes, it's not going to help my, couldn't help my application process, since like it just
But
happening.
research is a thing which you regularly you need to brush up and you need to publish papers.
Yes,
It's all about
yes. And probably like it might help my chances of getting a teaching assistantship or
teaching
research
assistant
assistant.
post in the
Yeah.
after going there. That's nice. So for the audience, I would like to say that as the way she has said, basically mota mota bhat, that is the thing that you have to do some internships, because in the after the MS, when she will be getting into after the third semester or the after the second semester, it depends on the universities, it depends on the country as well. So at the ending part of her master's, she need to submit a thesis paper and obviously a project, but she need to write a thesis paper on that also. So that's why industry means the impact of the research internship is much more than the industrial internship. And obviously, it's not like that. You have to be in, it has to be the same domain. But if you have it in the same domain, that would be a much more plus point than the other applicants. They will look into that, obviously. So that's the overview which you need to understand. And so that's a basic fundamental question, that why US, why not other countries, why you have chosen US. Can you please tell us about that?
Yes. So initially, when I started off.
Oh, by the way, you what's your CGPA? You haven't told about it.
I graduated with 8.52.
Okay, yeah. Now please continue. Yeah.
Okay, so initially when I started off with this journey, I did not actually narrow down to a single country. I had multiple options in my mind, starting from Canada to US, obviously, then a few European countries like UK, then Switzerland, then Germany, and in fact even Singapore. They have this good.
There must be anyway Singapore and NTU there.
Yeah. Yes, these two universities.
Yeah.
So after I started doing the research in detail, I realized that getting into these universities like other countries, it's going to be tougher than it would be in case of a US. So
by the way, along with this, please explain the process also by which students could understand, the audience who are watching, that how they should shortlist the universities. What are the key parameters they should work on, they should focus. So yeah, what did you do actually? Yeah, please.
So my first thing is this: you need to know what degree, not degree, I mean what subject you want to do. So I knew that I want to do computer science, and if there are specializations, then probably in AI or ML. This was, I knew I wanted to do that. So then there are various websites where they state the rankings, like US News. This is only for US though. This QS World University ranking. So you can go through the rankings and then shortlist accordingly. This is one of the parameters I went through. So now the thing is coming to suppose other countries, why I didn't actually finally go ahead with those countries is that the competition is tougher because the number of good universities in US is much more in comparison to other countries. So if I had to get into at least suppose let's say the top universities, one of the top universities, then I would have to compete with a lot more number of students. So in US, it's not the same. So in US, the number of good universities so much. So with my profile, I could comparatively easy. It would be easier to get into the top 30 or 50 universities. So that's why I finally chose US. So even like Germany, I may say, or UK, there are a lot of good universities undoubtedly, but the number is less in comparison to US. So that competition is obviously much difficult, and I would have to come like with my profile. I did not actually have that much time to make my profile better, so that I would actually have a fair chance, because I had just 7 months, and for actually getting it or having a good chance for getting into such good universities, I would have to probably wait for another year and a half probably to make my profile that good. So that's why I finally went with US. So now for shortlisting the universities, I went through rankings, obviously, and then once I went to the rankings, so I knew that like I kind of made a guess that I would be able to get into probably the top 50 universities in US. So I out of the 50 universities, I completely shortlisted the universities from the US News rankings profile. So from there, I got the list of universities. Then my next parameter was the universities where there's actually research on computer vision, since that was finally what this subject is
because
something I
it's your
wanted to have.
domain. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So from all the universities, I went through their research labs, from their websites, the research work that's done, and the professors who teach. So this subject was another parameter. So since I wanted to go for the subject, so that's why with this subject thing, I did another kind of shortlisting parameter. Then came yes, since after my MS, after I graduate, my motive is to work. I don't really want to go ahead with suppose a PhD. Like as of now, I don't have any such plan. So I knew that at least right after graduating, I wanted to work. So I had to shortlist according to that also. So in US, this is a huge factor. Like the location matters a lot. If you want to work, like if you want to go ahead with a PhD, the professors and their work, that matters more. But if you want to work, then the location matters. So it's best for people who want to work to either go for a college or university in the West Coast or the East Coast. So the location was another criteria. And then yes, the co-op program. So this is actually just at a program at Northeastern University. So this was a major factor how I chose Northeastern, not just for finalizing, even while shortlisting. So they have this co-op program where after the second semester, they actually have tie-ups with various companies. So they shortlist their students for a kind of an internship for 4 months, 6 months. They have variable periods where you
Basically,
can
from the college fair, they will select all the profiles, and after that, you will have the chance to get some opportunities for
yeah, exactly.
internships.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
yes, and the thing is, on Northeastern students they have an upper hand because of the tie-ups.
Yeah, because
So
the
that is
university is having lots of ties with the industries due to the
yes, yes,
location benefit, obviously.
yes.
That's
So
the
this
thing.
yes. So even since I am going to be a fresher, like I have never worked before, so this program is going to be very beneficial for me. I am not going to go into the industry world with zero experience. I'll have this co-op thing, so I'll actually have a lot of experience beforehand. So this is something. And yeah, so coming to the location, so I shortlisted based on location also and the ranking. So I made sure whatever universities I put, I choose it's within like the top 50 to like max 60 ranking. So I from the West Coast, I chose mainly in California. So I applied to UCLA, that is University of California, Los Angeles, then UC Davis, then University of Southern California. These three, and and also
Arizona.
Arizona State University. Yes.
Mm.
Then from the East Coast, I applied to Northeastern University, the Boston campus. Then University at Buffalo, then Stony Brook University, and New York University. So New York University was actually my dream university, but yeah, I couldn't get into it. It was very competitive. So these are the universities I selected. So now I had admits from Stony Brook University, Northeastern University, University at Buffalo, and Arizona State University. So out of these four, I finally chose Northeastern mainly because of the co-op program and the location. So Boston is a very good location in terms of industry presence. I'm going to get a lot of, I mean,
Actually,
it
basically,
would
what
be
the
easier
thing
to
is,
get.
for the audience, I'm saying basically the locational benefit is like that. If you have all the companies in your town, then you could have a lot of chance to meet new people who are working in those companies, and you can have some interactions, and so that your connections will be established there. The first benefit. The second benefit would be you could have easily get an internship, so your cost of living and all that kind of burden must be reduced, and your profile also would be means obviously it will be upgraded. So that's the main thing students
Networking
actually look.
becomes a lot easier.
Yeah. So
Yes.
after that, I would like to know about your GRE and TOEFL. So when did you started with GRE, and what are the scores, and as well as TOEFL also. So yeah, that's
So my GRE score is 318. My quant score is 165, and my
nice.
verbal score is 153, and the AWA is 4.5. And then I scored
That's really
108 in
nice.
the.
It's really nice.
Thank
Go
you.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So in TOEFL, I scored 108, and the subsections are reading, I have 27, listening 27, writing 28, and speaking 26. So I started preparing for these two exams from February or March last year, 2021. I took the exams in month of June. Yeah, so I started preparing from like mid February. So I was not actually consistent, so that's why it took me a lot of time. But I think like if one like prepares for it like nicely, so it would like 2 months is more than enough for preparation. And once you like sit for GRE, like TOEFL preparation, like it becomes very easy. So it barely takes 2 weeks
When you
max.
have all the Baron's word list in your mindset, then TOEFL is just like
No,
water.
not
Like
anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. I remember I actually like kind of tried to memorize more than 1,000 words, but then like maybe only 50% of the words like were common during the exam, and rest 50% are completely new, and like obviously should be. But and I was like, oh my god, like I learned 1,000 words and it was not even there, like only 50%. But anyway, so so I prepared for like 3 to 4 months, and then I sat for the GRE. So my actual like initial target was like at least 320. I wanted to, since even before I shortlisted rest of the universities, I had New York University in my mind. Like I wanted to go there, so I knew like the average profile of the admits. They usually have a score more than 320. And obviously, like GRE is not the only factor. They have a holistic approach for the
but in
admissions.
general, we used to see
So
that means in top tier A colleges, if you talk about
yeah,
then 320 is a decent standard score students
yes,
used to
that's
maintain.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So I wanted to have that safe thing in my profile. So anyway, so that is mainly because of the verbal thing. The verbal was very difficult, obviously, and I realized that maybe I should have probably give another 1 week to prepare to preparing for this. So maybe then I could have like maybe at least two more points I would have scored. So anyway, like 318 is still a very like decent score, I would say. Um, yeah. So even for TOEFL, yeah, like TOEFL, they just check if you are just satisfying their condition, the bare minimum. Some universities have 90, some universities have 95, 100. So
100 is a
no
decent
one
score minimum in tier A colleges they used to ask for, but yeah, 90 and 100 is nice.
Yeah. So once
And
like yes, once you like score 100 or above, like how much more you score, that doesn't matter.
yeah, that
Like
doesn't
just
matter. Yeah,
you just have to satisfy the cutoff.
you just have to check the cutoff. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Uh,
when did you get the call letter? Means, how does it feel? You got the admissions from the US universities. Please
it felt very nice. I applied as soon as possible because of their first come first serve
first serve
thing
policy.
which
Yeah.
they kind of follow. A maximum. So I thought of applying by October. So anyway, I couldn't apply by October. Yeah, I almost finished my applications by end of October, I think so. So yeah, I everything was done by the first week of November. And the first admit which I received was from Arizona State University around end of November. So it was very fast. So although I did not get CS, I applied for CS there, but I got into software engineering. So I was kind of thinking, should I actually go with software engineering, because this is not something I really want to do. Although like Arizona State University is a great
It's a
university,
very
it's
good
one of,
business. Yeah.
yeah, but I did not really want to do software. I did not actually like the subjects. I talked to a few people on LinkedIn. They actually told me that it's not going to matter because you apply for the same jobs as CS students do. But yes, the subjects, if you don't like, then that can be a bit uh, uncomfortable for you. Like, because for 2 years you'd be pursuing something you don't really like. So anyway, and mainly I couldn't get my subjects which I wanted, ML and or CV.
Yeah.
So yeah, so still I kept it like, okay fine, if in the worst case scenario I don't get into any other universities, probably I'd just go, probably. So then after that the next admit I got was received was from I think Stony Brook, or no, and the next one was from Northeastern itself. So it this one came on February. So there was a gap between, like, for a huge period of time. This was mainly because of the like huge volume of applications this year. Uh, they received so many
After the
applications that
COVID, many people also
yes, after
defaulted
the
their
whole, yes,
courses.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So there were mass rejects from so many universities. So there is this app called Yocket. Like we all the aspirants, they kind of talk there in their group. So everyone was mentioning like so many rejects. Like people from IITs, even they got rejected from like from their probably target universities, not even ambitious universities, when they were kind of shocked. So uh, yeah, so I received NYU's rejection, I mean New York University's rejection, and Northeastern admit on the same day. So I was like, it was very bittersweet feeling. I was like, okay, I don't know, like what should I do. I was like very disheartened that I was rejected by NYU. I was very hopeful, but and because that was the SOP I gave my like most for NYU. Like I wanted that SOP to be the best, like make sure like everything is perfect, nothing goes wrong. But anyway, so NYU, even NYU had mass rejections. I applied to the Daniel School of Engineering. So then even Northeastern, that day, like what these universities do was that they did. They used to give out rejects on one day and probably admits on other days. So that day, Northeastern was maximum decisions which they gave out was for rejects. So everyone on the Yocket app, they were like rejected. So I did write that, okay, I did not actually check. I just, once I received the admit, I just messaged that I received an admit. So people were like, are you sure? Go and check your decision letter again. It's probably mentioned like sorry to inform you that we couldn't offer you admission, something like that. But I said no, like it's fine. So people were like, how did you, like, anyway, this is one I got. And they actually had this thing that I have to pay a security deposit by the end of the month to secure my seat, else my admission would be cancelled. So I was kind of very like tense, like what should I do, because the rest, a lot of other admits were still remaining,
Yeah,
decisions were
it's a
still.
matter of getting into a dilemma that what should I do exactly. I
Yeah,
understand.
exactly. And
Yeah.
they gave me around 2 or 3 weeks probably. So, and the amount was not less. It's like $750. So it's kind of a huge deposit amount. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I was almost sure that okay, I'll go with Northeastern because like I really like the college, the location, their co-op program, everything. So even their coursework, I went through their coursework, like, and their research facilities and everything. I really liked it. So I thought that okay, I'll just pay the deposit because at the same time I did not want to take a risk. So the living expenses in Boston is actually quite high. It's almost like 80 to 85% of that of New York City. So by that itself, you can kind of imagine how much high is it. So the apartments, there are a lot of apartments around Northeastern. The entire, actually they call it student city because there are so many universities there: Harvard, MIT, Boston University, Northeastern, and so on. So there are a lot of apartments and options you'll get, but if you want to stay just nearby the university, that is like probably within a mile. So within a mile, the rent is very high. So on an average, you'll the apartments you'll find it's around $2,500. And that too, like if you book the apartments like within May, April or May. So like if I'm going around end August or September, then by May I should have an apartment pick so that I kind of get the best deal. So I kind of couldn't do book within that. I booked around end of June, just a few 1 week back probably. So that's why I didn't. I got one nearby the university, but it costed me a little more than $2,500. So but yes, if you have a lot more number of roommates, so the division is then according to that, then you can have actually a lesser rent. But yes, there are
If
actually
you
a lot
got
of
the means teaching assistant post, then everything will be like very little amount you
yes,
would be
yes,
needed.
yes. Yes, but the thing is, they don't give TA or RA positions to first year
And
students. So
also a
they
lot
give
of part-time jobs also there in
yes, yes.
Northeastern
So
University,
that is
which I
what I'm
know.
aiming for.
Yeah.
Yes, so that way a lot of my monthly expenses can be handled, and then yes, so then there are groceries. That is also kind of obviously expensive, and then
So
heat
overall,
and
how many amount you would be needed to survive there? Means
uh,
rental plus
yeah,
fooding and all.
transportation, utilities, then
Approximately.
other. So everything. So considering everything, um, and mainly the apartment. So if you kind of book it early, if you get it within like probably 2,400, that is like per person, probably a budget of $500 for the rent, then you can limit your monthly expenses to probably $800 to $850 per month. But like if you're a bit late, like for me, like my budget was same $600. My was like max $600, but um, I had to increase it. I couldn't help it, so I have to pay around like 650 now.
Mm-hmm.
So now my total budget every month it's going to be around $1,000. So
Okay.
yes, yeah. So like ideally it won't exceed $1,000. You can actually restrict it to 800. So yes, average on a
Almost
month
tends to New
from
York
800 to
expense.
1,000. Yes, exactly. So every month from 800 to $1,000, that would be your living expenses.
Okay. So, guys, I think that you are having some lot of informations. So, we have decided to make another video on her visa interview
Yes.
experiences. So, in the next video, we are going to talk about the visa interview experiences, where she has booked and what are the questions they have asked and all the things she will describe in details. So, I hope this will be very much beneficial for you guys. If you really like the video, then please do hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button also, because it's really boost me up to make more and more content for you guys, and try to look out other playlists as well. And this much for today, and thank you so much, Sukanya, for having the time for the video. It's really nice of you, and thank you so much, guys. So this much for today. See you in the next video.